salute. Throw it up, salute. Throw it up, salute. Soldier, salute. If you're going up, salute. Throw it up, salute. Throw it up, salute.
All right, family, shalom, shalom. Now, this is kind of a part 2 to this video. I didn't realize that I had one clip that I was going to show, and I didn't do it. So therefore, and it really gets to how we got to this part, how the lies, the propaganda machine, how they want to act like it's such a bad thing for black folks to protect ourselves. It's not. It's not. Even in the Bible, the Messiah told his disciples to get swords. He didn't tell them to go out here looking for trouble, bothering folks. None of that. And those of you that read the whole Bible in Revelation, he's going to be feeding people to the birds. But nevertheless, let's get into it. Y'all, that's an old newspaper clipping back there. They used this is propaganda. It goes way back. See, these are old newspaper clippings. They propping up white supremacy as you gander at the propaganda. Okay? You just need to know what you're looking at. Okay? If you can't handle the information, you don't need to be watching this stuff. You got an anger issue. You don't need to necessarily be watching this, okay? But all right, let's go on and share this stuff. Let me share my screen. Hold on. This shouldn't be long. Shouldn't be long. All right. See, these are old newspaper promoting genocide. What I'm doing is exploding and dissecting your trust in this man-made system. I'm destroying the illusion of protection with the truth. See, these are old newspaper clippings. Just like they use the propaganda. Look at here. Look at here. See, just like they use the propaganda to criminalize us being alive. You can use this information to promote the truth, to expose the darkness, the devils. Okay, let me move on. You can just do your own search. Let's see what these blowtorch lynchings is. See what these blowtorch lynchings are. I'm not going to be long. Look, I should have. I'm not going to read that. But yeah, riddled with bullets, New York Times. See, all these people, they got blood money. See, they got blood money. Since I didn't vet this, I didn't read this. Yeah, they got blood. Oh, y'all can't see this no way. Y'all can't see that no way. But that's what I was looking at. But let me go back over here. All right, they got blood money. These people profited off of our death. Think about that, family. Think about that. See, this stuff got to be exposed so when the Most High start passing our judgment. See, just like when a person go on trial for a crime, the evidence is presented. See, somebody got to make the case. People going to be wanting to know why all this stuff happening. It's in your Bible, number one. Number two, you want to forget it. Number three, you're not going to forget it because the Most High is not going to let you forget. But let me move on. Let me get right here. Let me get my phone ready to make sure the sound comes through. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate it.
It's the Waco horror story, and now a state historical marker recognizing the 1916 lynching of Jesse Washington has just been approved by the Texas Historical Commission.
6 News anchor Jasmine Caldwell is live outside Waco City Hall, where that infamous...
Hold on. I'm trying to make sure the sound went through. Okay. All right, now they lynched this black man. Set him on fire. Thousands, family. But yet, blacks, It's got to be approved to put up a plaque that a crime was committed. Y'all might not have caught that. I'm going to try to be quiet.
Well, it's become known as the Waco horror story, and now a state historical marker recognizing the 1916 lynching of Jesse Washington has just been approved by the Texas Historical Commission.
6 News anchor Jasmine Caldwell is live outside Waco City Hall, where that infamous lynching happened 105 years ago. Jasmine?
Well, hey, Leslie, this...
Now, when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, it's okay to remember that. When what Hitler did to his own people, they the same people. It's all right to remember that. But when it's us, we got to get over that. We got to forget why you keep doing the same thing. Okay? This is not going to fix itself. Okay? If we don't, I did time with some, I guess you could say, hardened criminals. They usually leave you alone if they know you ain't going for the foolishness. Okay? But anyway, all right. Let me pipe down a little bit.
Well, hey, Leslie, this has been 5 years in the making. When the Texas Historical Commission, they put Waco at the top of their list last week when they approved more than 60 historical markers. Now, Jesse Washington was accused of raping and killing a Robinson woman named Lucy Fryer. Now, he was taken from the McLennan County Courthouse and was beaten, stabbed, and hung. About 15,000 people watched as his body was burned and castrated. Now, images of the lynching were seen around the world. Joe Welter is a member of the Community Race Relations Coalition, the group who had been pushing for a historical marker since 2016.
Now, just to be fair, there was no evidence, and white women have a history of lying on black folks. Whenever they want to come in and destroy the towns, we had hundreds of towns. We couldn't live around them. The MO was something happened to a white woman, and now everybody got to die, and all your money and land got to go. And that was the MO. Yeah, but nevertheless,
because this terrorism that existed in Central Texas, really extra legal hanging and torturing of people.
See, I told y'all many times, I don't like doing this. But when we protect ourselves against white supremacist devils bothering us, they make it seem like we the aggressor, just like them folks in Cincinnati. That woman that got KO'd, she should have stayed out of it. Why didn't she get her man? Reason why I didn't feel sorry for white women getting, that don't mean I hate them. For white women getting the business, number one, stay out of men's stuff. Number two, your man is over there pushing and harassing and messing with black folks. Where was you at over there stopping him? But you gonna run over there and bother black folk. Okay. Number three, they got a history of lying and getting our people killed. That's why I don't feel sorry for Karen. Okay. All right. That don't mean I hate her. I don't feel sorry because these people, let me show y'all this. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this right here? See, y'all know. Internet a little slow. There it is right there. They got a noose. These are school teachers. But I'm supposed to feel sorry. I'm supposed to crocodile tear when she gets the business. I don't. You understand? I don't feel sorry for them. I feel as sorry for them as they do for us. But nevertheless, let me get on back to the business.
Really has everything to do with where a community is now. We are not a united community. There were many black families back then who sent their uncles and brothers and fathers sometimes.
Remember, family, that's why it's important to know who you are. The Bible said we would be in the land of our enemies. We were going to serve a people that hated us. That's why you got to know why. That's why, in my 20s, I couldn't understand what was going on. I couldn't understand what was going on. I knew something was wrong, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what I was in, but I knew it was warfare. Okay? We the only people that's been scattered. Where I talked yesterday. Yesterday I was in the mountains. I talked to a Haitian, and I told him who we were, and I showed him the Bible verses. I said, we the only people I showed him what the Messiah said in Luke 21:24, that we was going to be scattered worldwide. I said, now show me another people that been scattered worldwide. You ain't going to, the Bible, the Most High marked his people. That's another reason why when he comes, he's going to be angry in the book of Revelation for the ongoing genocide. But nevertheless, let me go back a little bit. Let me
sent their uncles and brothers and fathers sometimes away from Waco for fear of being lynched.
And the chilling part is the Klan is still existing. It's not illegal.
The Texas Historical Commission approved the wording for the marker to be titled The Waco Horror, the Lynching of Jesse Washington. It will go to the foundry for production. It could take 4 months or sooner to complete. Now, once the marker arrives and is installed by the city, there will be a dedication ceremony to follow shortly after.
Okay, what y'all think they're gonna do to the markers? What y'all think they're gonna do to the markers, family? Y'all know the Emmett Till marker in Mississippi, where they killed where 2 white men killed their little boy. The white supremacists down there is vandalizing the marker. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? They vandalizing Emmett Till. He's dead. He's dead. But these white supremacists are still vandalizing. They still vandalizing the memorial. Where these good Europeans at speaking out against this stuff? They can start by teaching their kids that this ain't the way to go. See that? See that? Okay. Y'all remember Mary Turner, right? Where she got a memorial and they vandalizing that. Y'all know they cut her baby out her womb and stomped it. So please understand, if I'm not running out here with just passing out trust, understand if I'm not passing out trust. Okay? It's a miracle I don't hate you. But yeah, anyway, there it is. Mary Turner. There should be a video up in this. They killed her husband unjustly, stole his property, and then because she protested it, they killed her. Then they cut the baby out and stomped the baby. But yeah, let me move on. Let me move on, y'all. Let me move on. There's just more newspaper articles. I want to show y'all who you're dealing with. Just because the light is dark. Let me put this up here. Just because you in your house in the pitch black dark and there's snakes sliding around and you don't see them, that don't mean you safe because you don't see the snakes. That don't mean they ain't gonna bite you because you don't know the venomous snakes is in your house because the lights is off and you don't see them. That don't mean you safe. The Bible said the Most High will not have us ignorant of Satan's devices. We perish for a lack of knowledge. That's why they hide the history. That's why they want to remove it. Camouflage it. Cover it up. You ain't safe. Knowing the history makes you harder to kill. Okay? Knowing the history makes you harder to kill. And you shall know the truth. And the truth will make you free. All right, now. But yeah, look. 100 Negroes shot, but they act like they boasting and bragging. Okay, boast and brag now. It was all good when y'all was doing this stuff. Now stand on business and stand on it. Eat this stuff. Y'all was eating it when we was dying. Eat it now. All right, let me move on. That's the background of that thumbnail I made. Look at here. Look. Negro jerky. But anyway. All right, now. Y'all remember this. This is the start of the propaganda right here. Y'all sit down and propaganda at this.
Then, in 1915, the image of the Ku Klux Klan was seared into the nation's consciousness by the first true blockbuster in American cinema. D.W. Griffith's 3-hour epic, The Birth of a Nation. Based on a best-selling novel.
This is Europeans pretending to be us. Okay? And none of this is actual facts. It's actually the reverse. They've done this stuff to us, not the other way around.
The movie portrayed Klan violence as justifiable and necessary.
Can you imagine me? Hey, can y'all imagine me making a blockbuster movie with us just with some thuggery going on? And then on top of that, show it at the White House, because they showed this at the White House. The president loved it. Was it Dwight D. Eisenhower? Yeah. But anyway.
And necessary to restore order to a South in chaos.
Me personally, I think this was the gasoline that started a lot of this stuff. But nevertheless, here we go.
While celebrating Klan efforts to keep blacks from exercising their newly granted right to vote.
I'm wondering why you got real black folks up in here. All right.
This film so romanticized the Klan that the Klan pictured itself and described itself as heroically standing up for the oppressed white people, the dispossessed white people of the South.
All right, let me move on. Okay, that's Mary Turner. All right, I think that's about it. Let me see here. That's all. I just said what I had to say. Oh yeah, here's some more. Here's some more media for you. They passing out flyers. This is not criminalized, family. How come the government ain't doing nothing about it? How come the lawmakers ain't making this illegal? This is a historically well-documented terrorist group, bombing churches, killing kids, raping women, but yet you don't get no coverage. Somebody got to tell this part of it. Okay? All right. All right, family. That's all. Any questions? Any questions? Y'all peep the plot. The propaganda, you got a demonic hand with the remote and a devil right there running the show. All right, family. Shalom. Y'all take care. Keep your eyes open and stay prayed up. And above all, keep them commandments. Okay? Shalom.